Hello everyone, I Anchal Asthogi welcome you back to my lecture on Introduction to Marketing Unit 1 or subject Marketing Management. Today we will be discussing about marketing philosophies. Now, let us think about an era before starting the today's topic. Let us have a brief rollback on few things that have happened, and I will be starting in back, and I will be starting from era of industrialization. Then we will be coming on to the main topic. During era of industrialization, what happened was, or before industrialization era, what happened was there was customer need that actually existed. There was a customer need that actually existed, and there were very less or no product to satisfy those needs. And this created industries to develop, identify those needs and develop the product accordingly. So there's a tremendous demand for the product from the customers, but there were very few or no companies to satisfy those demands with the product. So industrialization happened, more and more industries came in, they started producing the product, and they sold those products to the customers. Now, since the demand was huge, there were few companies that were selling those products, so whatever they produced was being sold. So in industrialization era, the focus was on mass production and large production, so that demand could be met. Customer has very less or few choice. Then when time grows, the more and more company started producing the similar kinds of product. The competition increased. Now the companies recognize that mere producing and selling the product will not serve the purpose. They have to focus on the product quality also. So customer will be preferring the product that offers them a good quality. There came the production concept. Then we moved. Then again more and more company came in. All were focusing on improving the product, its attributes. They were focusing more on what they are offering. But with the increase of competition, company realized that if they are not giving a trigger, they are not pushing the product to sell, the customer will not buy sufficient product. There came the concept of selling, where company focused, the company pressed on selling the product. They pushed the product through various sales strategies, so that customer purchases enough of the company's product. Then again, with the passage of time, the competition enhanced more and more and more, and customer recognized that all these selling strategies, all these strategies like giving discounts, other types of sales strategies are just done by the company to sell their product without focusing much on their needs. So company recognize that mere selling of product will not serve the purpose, and they have to sell those products which satisfy the customer need, and that is where they started identifying the customer needs from the target market, and the purpose was to satisfy those customer need at profit. And there came the concept of marketing. Then again, with the passage of time, each and every company started marketing activities. The competition goes stiff, and company recognized that customers nowadays are smart enough, and they know mere marketing and selling will not serve the purpose. they are also conscious about environment, they are also conscious about society and all. So company started that started to recognize this, that if they are not taking society into account or environment into account, customer will not purchase the product. You could think of yourself also, if you know a product that harms an environment and you are in need to buy those products. So you will be looking for the product which harms the environment minimum. It could be air conditioner, it could be refrigerator and all. So you will be finding a product that is more eco-friendly. So company recognize that mere selling and marketing will not serve the purpose. So they have to take society into account, and there came the concept of societal marketing. And what today, in today's era, the companies are doing is, they are going beyond societal marketing to the holistic marketing concept. And holistic marketing says you have to take all things in totality. All things and department working, all activities of companies working towards improvement of the product and customer satisfaction. So these marketing activities can be carried out under well thought out philosophies of effective, efficient and socially responsible marketing. And there are 6 concepts of marketing activities. And there are 6 concepts of marketing activities, and these 6 concepts are: it includes 6 concepts. And as we discussed right now, first is production concept. Second is product concept. Product concept. Third is sales. Concept. Or we could say more selling concept. Then marketing concept. Production, product, sales, marketing, and societal. Then next is societal marketing concept. And 6 is holistic marketing concept. This is holistic marketing concept. So these are the 6 marketing concepts: production concept, product concept, sales concept, marketing concept, societal marketing concept, and holistic marketing concept. Now let us discuss each and every concept in detail. So starting with first concept, that is production concept. Is production concept. Now, this concept says, according to production concept, consumer will prefer those products that are widely available and inexpensive. So this concept says the consumer will prefer products that are widely available and inexpensive. Now, here the managers focus will be, managers will be focusing on what? Now managers will be focusing on high production efficiency, low cost and mass distribution. So manager will focus on manager focuses on high production efficiency, low cost, producing low cost product, and mass distribution. So this concept says, production concept says, consumer will prefer products that are widely available and inexpensive, and manager focus is on high production efficiency, low cost and mass distribution. In this there is lot of demand that customer have. This in this era there was a lot of demand that was there in the market, and the company was producing whatever company was producing that they were able to sell. तो जो भी कुछ प्रोड्यूस होता था वो सब बिक जाता था इन दिस कॉन्सेप्ट। मैनेजर का काम क्या था कि वो प्रोडक्शन को बढ़ाएं, दे improve production, they produce a product that is low cost, and they produce a product that could be distributed, and there is a mass distribution of the product could happen, so that it reaches to more and more customers. So in this concept, whatever was produced, that was sold, but only thing, it should be available and it should be inexpensive. So this was the first concept. Then we came up with product concept. Next is product concept. When we talk about product concept, according to this concept, consumer will prefer those or will favor those products that offers them more quality attributes, that offer them more quality attributes like better performance, better quality, innovative features, and so on. So consumer, in this concept, consumer prefers those products that offers better quality, high performance, and innovative feature. So in this product concept, consumer favors those products that offers attributes like better quality, high performance, innovative features, and thus the manager focus was on Managers' focus was on what? Making superior product. Making superior product and improving product over time. So now in this concept, let us take the transition from production to product concept. In production concept, whatever was being produced was being sold, but it should be inexpensive and widely available. And now the things changed, the scenario changed. Consumers are not only for trying to get a product that is mere low price product. They want a product that is better in quality, that is better in performance, that has certain features that are not there in other products or other companies offering. And that is why the manufacturer, the managers were focusing on making a superior quality product, a product that is better than those of those what competitors offers, a product that is superior to the previous product, or then they also focused on improving those products over time. So the focus of manager was to make a superior product and improve the product with time by adding certain innovative features or by adding certain quality features to the product. Now, what happens in this production oriented companies or production concept? So in production oriented companies, what the company do was, companies often design a product that has very little or no customer input. So there was a problem in this concept कि product oriented company, what they thought, they have given less or no weightage to customer input. So there was they designed a product with less or no customer input, and they thought that their engineers, the company thought, this product oriented company thought that their product engineers, what they produce is exceptional. So their product engineers are able to produce exceptional product, and they will not even examine the competitor's product, and they think that whatever they have produced, their engineers have designed, that is of superior quality, without giving any thought to the customer's input, consumer input, or without giving any thought to the competitor's product. And what happens was, this led to a scenario where in this concept where product were hard to sell. आपके कंपनी ने तो सोचा बहुत अच्छा, हमारे इंजीनियर ने बहुत बढ़िया प्रोडक्ट बनाया है, ठीक है, जो उन्होंने बनाया वो बिल्कुल सुपीरियर क्वालिटी का है, लेकिन दे हैव नॉट गिवन the weightage, sufficient weightage to the customer input. तो उन्होंने कस्टमर के रिक्वायरमेंट्स को ध्यान नहीं रखा. They have not even given the weightage to the competitors offering. ना उन्होंने अपने जो competitors हैं उनका क्या प्रोडक्ट है, उसमें क्या फीचर्स ऑफर कर रहे हैं उसको ध्यान रखा. बस उन्होंने ये सोचा कि जो हमारे इंजीनियर्स ने प्रोडक्ट बनाया है, डिज़ाइन किया है, वो बढ़िया क्वालिटी का है और वो बिक जाएगा. बट what happened was, this type of product with no customer input or competitors input was very hard to sell. तो उसको बेचना बहुत difficult हो गया था. Now, then we came up to next concept. This led to the third concept, that is selling concept. Now, when the product was hard to sell, तो कंपनी को लगा कि अगर ऐसे ही प्रोडक्ट छोड़ दिया गया तो वो प्रोडक्ट नहीं दिखेगा. Then selling concept came in, and according to this concept, according to selling concept, what happened was, if this selling concept says, if customer and business is left alone, the customer will not buy the sufficient amount of company's product unless and until they are persuaded to buy. Unless and until they are persuaded to buy a product or to do so. So this selling concept says कि अगर कस्टमर और कंपनी आपका अलग है और कोई भी ऐसी एक्टिविटी नहीं हुई है जो कस्टमर को परसुए करे, मोटिवेट करे और उसको उस प्रोडक्ट को परचेज करने के लिए बूस्ट करे, तो कस्टमर विल नॉट बाय द इनफ ऑफ द कंपनीज प्रोडक्ट. फॉर दिस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन मस्ट देयरफॉर, तो इसके लिए ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को क्या करना चाहिए? फॉर दिस ऑर्गेनाइजेशन मस्ट देयरफॉर अंडरटेक aggressive selling and promotional effort. So this says organization must undertake aggressive selling and promotion. So this concept, selling concept says कि there should be aggressive selling and promotion efforts so that customers are motivated or customers are pushed to buy a product. Now let us have a diagrammatic representation and understanding of this concept, selling concept. Again, in selling concept, there was very less or no weightage was given to the customer's need or inputs. So the starting point of selling concept was factory. The starting point was factory. Focus in selling concept was product. Means in selling concept was selling and promoting and then this concept was profit through sales volume. Now in selling concept, company objective was to generate more and more profit by selling more and more of the product. Very less or no emphasis was given to the customer's need, and focus of this concept was on product. So the starting point of selling concept was factory. The focus of selling concept was product. Then means of selling concept was selling the product through various sales strategies and promotion strategies, and end result what company wants was generating profit through sales volume. Now this selling concept takes insight or perspective. So we could say selling concept takes this selling concept takes an inside out perspective. कंपनी के अंदर जो भी सोचा गया, समझा गया, वही सब बाहर भेज दिया गया और वो उसको सेल किया गया, प्रमोट किया गया, so that more and more sales volume could be generated. Fine. Now this also doesn't serve the purpose. Customer were smart enough. वो भी पहचान गए कि कंपनी को मतलब है कि वो प्रोडक्ट जो बना रही है वो उसको बेच रही है और उसकी नीड्स पे फोकस नहीं कर रही है, एंड देयरबाय सच इट वाज आल्सो बिकमिंग हार्ड टू सेल दिस प्रोडक्ट बाय दिस कॉन्सेप्ट. Then it came a new concept, that was marketing. So another concept came, that was marketing concept. So another concept came, that was marketing concept. Now, according to this concept, this is the fourth concept, marketing concept. Now, according to this concept, companies, in order to achieve their organizational goal, they must be more efficient and effective than competitors in creating, delivering and communicating customer value. तो ये कॉन्सेप्ट क्या कहता है कि अगर कंपनी को अपने ऑर्गेनाइजेशन गोल्स को अचीव करना है, देन कंपनी शुड बी मोर इफेक्टिव देन कॉम्पिटिटर्स. तो हमारी कंपनी कॉम्पिटिटर्स से ज़्यादा इफेक्टिव हो किस चीज़ में? इन क्रिएटिंग, ऑफरिंग, delivering and communicating customer value. And to whom? To chosen market, to target market. तो इस कॉन्सेप्ट के अकॉर्डिंग कंपनी को अपने कॉम्पिटिटर से बेटर रहना पड़ता है कस्टमर को वैल्यू जनरेट करने में, कस्टमर को वैल्यू देने में. And value is, we have studied in our last lecture, value is the more benefit that the customer derives by using the product. So in marketing concept, the starting point is it is not factory in this time, it is target market. Target market. So starting point is target market. Focus is on customer's need. Now it is not product as in case of selling concept. It is customer's need. It is customer's need. Then means is integrated marketing. And end is profit through customers' satisfaction. So here, comparing with the selling concept, where the starting point in selling concept was factory, focus was on product, means was selling and promoting, and end was profit through sales volume. In marketing concept, the starting is target market, focus is on customer need. So the information that you get from the target market, you identify the customer need from that information, and you focus your product or this whole concept on customer's need. Means is how you will be achieving integrated marketing efforts, and end is profit through customer satisfaction. End is profit through customer satisfaction. So in marketing concept, marketing concept takes outside in perspective. We have seen in selling concept that was inside out perspective. It is outside in perspective. Outside in means the information of the customer from outside of the company, that is from target market, is taken as an input, and accordingly the things are moved. So in marketing concept, we could say it focuses on meeting needs profitably. It focuses on finding customers' want and filling those wants. Then it says love your customer and not your product. And the marketing concept also says put people first. So seller concept, and if we are talking about in comparison of selling and marketing concept, selling concept focuses on needs of seller, and marketing concept focuses on needs of buyer or customers. So this is the fourth concept, marketing concept. Now let us study what is societal marketing concept. The fifth concept is societal marketing concept. Now, what this concept says, according to this concept, apart from marketing, company must focus on the society well-being also. So this concept says, according to this concept, organization task is to determine needs, wants and interest of target market, and to deliver the desired satisfaction more effectively and efficiently than competitors in such a way that it preserves customers and society's well-being. So here all things of marketing are being done taking into account the society well-being also. So the company, according to this concept, the company must create a balance between, according to societal marketing concept, company must create a balance between company's profit and customer satisfaction and public interest. Or society's well-being. So we know companies exist for the existence of society. Now customer also knows that. So in this concept, company must create a balance between company's profit, customer satisfaction and public interest. So all the things of marketing, in societal marketing, it includes all the things of marketing, plus it also focuses on society's well-being. Now, the sixth and last concept is holistic marketing concept. Holistic marketing concept. Now, what the holistic marketing concept is? This concept is based on development, design and implementation of marketing activities that recognizes everything that matters in marketing. So all those things, whatever it matters in marketing, is being taken in holistic marketing concept. So broadly, holistic marketing concept has 4 components. There are 4 components of holistic marketing. First component is internal marketing. Next component is integrated marketing. Integrated marketing. Third component is performance marketing. And last component is relationship marketing. So Philip Kotler has given these 4 components of holistic marketing, and it includes internal marketing. Internal marketing includes all the departments like marketing, sales and other department. Integrated marketing includes all the things of integrated marketing, communication, product, service and so on. Then when we talk about performance marketing, it includes the sales performance, it includes the what the trends have been there in past, what the ethics and legal aspects have been there. Then relationship marketing, it includes your customer relationship, client relationship, partner relationship, supplier relationship and all. So these all things, these all 4 components are work in tandem so that anything that matters in the case of marketing is included here and the efficiency of marketing concept increases. So this was all for today from marketing philosophies and concept. We will meet in the next lecture with new concepts and a new topic on Unit 1 of Introduction to Marketing. Thank you.